Hello, my dear students. Today again, I'm here with a very important lesson, that is environmental conservation. It is a very exclusive matter that we are going to discuss today. So, before starting this chapter, I would like to ask certain questions. The first one is: do you tease the animals, birds, etc., that you see around? If your answer is yes, so tick the box. If your answer is no, then cross it. The second question is: do you think it is our moral duty to learn to live in harmony with other living beings on this earth? So, if your answer is yes, so tick in the box. If your answer is no, then cross in the box. But before answering, just think about of these questions. Why these questions have been asked? Okay, so let's start this chapter. Environmental conservation is a responsibility of human race. It is well known, or it is well said, and yes, it is our responsibility. It is human responsibility that environmental must be protected. Environment must be conserved. Are we doing enough? Ms. Neha asked her students during a value education. So actually, this is a play. This chapter is a play, and certain characters are here. Some students are here, one teacher is here, whose name is Sneha. She asked her students that were they doing enough to conserve their environment. During her value education class, Miss Neha is asking certain questions to her students. One of the students asked, Madam, are you taking an extra class in the value education period? One of the students asked Miss Neha that if she was taking an extra class in the value education period. Sneha replied, no, I feel environmental conservation and kindness towards other living beings is the greatest value we should be living to you, or we should be giving to you. I am upset with the boys did this weekend. So Miss Neha wanted to explain, Neha wanted to teach a lesson of environmental conservation and a kindness towards the other living beings. And she was deeply upset that some of the boys, whatever they did in this weekend. So, what was that? Let's study. Why did you spray a pesticide on the beehive? You killed hundreds of bees just like that. The hive was on a huge mango tree and away from the hostel. Then why the mischief? So have you understood why Miss Neha was upset? Miss Neha was upset having seen an activity of boys that they have sprayed a pesticide on beehives, and in this way they have killed hundreds of bees. Even bees did not harm the beehive, or the hive was on the mango tree and away from the hostel. Even then, the boys did their mischief. When the mischievous boys did the same, there was a sudden silence in the class because Miss Neha looked very upset. So, having heard the words of Miss Neha, class was silent. Why the class was silent? Because they began to realize their mistake. Second student said, Madam, we are really sorry. We did not realize that our mischief would upset you so. So the second student asked for sorry and they realized what the mistake they have done. And they told that they do not have they did not have their intention to upset Miss Neha. Miss Neha said, it is not that you have hurt my sentiments. Sorry to say, but you don't learn and understand your lessons in totality. I want you I want you to know that planting trees or forest conservation is not the only issue. It is the overconsumption of plants and animals' life that is disturbing the ecosystem. So Ms. Neha here says that it is not the matter that the boys hurt her sentiments, but the main thing was that the boys did not understand the lessons in totality. Further, she says that she wanted them to know that planting trees or forest conservation was not only the issue. Okay, so what is the main issue? The main issue is overconsumption of plants and animal life that is disturbing this ecosystem. Understand? Further, Miss Neha says, you must know that the colonies of bees are disappearing across the globe. Ms. Neha has a statistics that the colonies of bees are disappearing. And why they are disappearing? By such activities. If the colony of bees will disappear completely, then from where will we get honey? You must think about of it. Because bees are only producer of honey. No other company can make honey. If they are making, that is false. Honey can be produced by bees only. Okay. So here, very alarming. Do you understand the seriousness of this situation? Do you know how useful they are to us? So Miss Neha wanted to make her students charge. Miss Neha wanted her students to pay attention towards this serious situation. Third student asked, yes, bees give us honey. Miss Neha, it is not because of mere honey that bees are important. So Miss Neha says that it is not the matter of mere honey. ये सिर्फ honey की बात नहीं है. Bees are very important to us. In fact, bees and all other insects are an integral part of the ecosystem. So it is very fact that whatever creature are in this earth, all those have their great importance. They are having an integral part of the ecosystem. An insect has an important role. They play a crucial role as agent of pollination for the vast variety of plants which gave food to us. We shouldn't forget that human population is on the rise across the globe, which means an increased demand for food products. So Ms. Neha explains that human population is being increased, and due to that, or which means an increased demand for the food products. तो जिस तरीके से ह्यूमन बीइंग का जो पॉपुलेशन है वो बढ़ते जा रहा है, तो हमें किस चीज की जरूरत होगी? जितने ज्यादा लोग होंगे उतनी ज्यादा क्या है, फूड प्रोडक्ट्स की जरूरत होगी. द डिमांड ऑफ फूड प्रोडक्ट्स विल बी इंक्रीज्ड. डू यू नो दैट agriculture depends on bees and other insects? It will be impossible for plants to bear fruits without insects. Okay, it is very important. The important line you have to understand here. Bees and other insects are very important in agriculture. Okay. So if we have to get fruit from the trees, bees and other insects plays a very important role for that. Butterfly, bees, and many more insects plays their important role. The fourth student asked, Madam, I have read somewhere that insects also are dependent on plants. Loss of certain plants in the absence of bees would mean the loss of certain species of insects dependent on plants. So one of the student presented some data, some information that some of the insects are also dependent on plants, and loss of certain plants in the absence of bees would mean the loss of certain species of insects, those who are dependent on plants. So in this earth, or on this earth, our life is dependent. We are not independent. We are dependent. इस दुनिया में जितने भी क्रीचर हैं, चाहे वो ह्यूमन बीइंग हो, चाहे छोटी सी मधुमक्खी हो, कोई छोटा सा इंसेक्ट हो, कोई एनिमल हो, all are dependent. Understand? All those are dependent. We need food and we are dependent on the crops. हम फसलों पे निर्भर हैं, हम एग्रीकल्चर पे डिपेंडेंट हैं. अगर एग्रीकल्चर अच्छा होगा, फूड प्रोडक्शन अच्छा होगा, तब जाकर के हमको खाना मिलेगा. अगर प्रोडक्शन अच्छा नहीं हुआ तो हमें कहाँ से खाना मिलेगा? अगर राइस प्रोडक्शन अच्छा नहीं होगा, हम कहाँ से खाना मिलेगा हमें? अगर व्हीट प्रोडक्शन अच्छा नहीं हो तो हमें रोटियां कहाँ से मिलेगी? चपाती, वेयर विल वी गेट chapatis? Okay, we are earning money. Okay, we are earning money. It is not matter. The matter is that कि हम सिर्फ पैसे खा के तो नहीं जिंदा रह सकते. हम पैसे तो नहीं खाएंगे. We will purchase some food grains. और जब प्रोडक्शन ही नहीं होगा तो फूड ग्रेन कहाँ से आएगा? This way, we are dependent. We are not independent. Okay. Next, Miss Neha says it is estimated that some 1,40,000 species per year are currently at risk of extinction. Ms. Neha explains that it is an estimated that some 1,40,000 species per year are currently at risk of extinction. तो हर साल 1,40,000 जो स्पीसीज हैं, जो भी इंसेक्ट्स की स्पीसीज हो या अदर क्रीचर्स की स्पीसीज हो, दे आर इन डेंजर, दे आर गोइंग टू बी एक्सटिंक्ट. उनकी जो स्पीसीज है, उनकी जो प्रजाति है, वो विलुप्ति के कगार पे. And we cannot forget that we are dependent on them for our own survival. So, as I have explained you, that we the human being, are dependent on them for our survival. Student 1 asked, Madam, it sounds very serious. So when Miss Neha one by one began to explain her students began to understand. And one of the students told, it's a very serious matter. Miss Neha, it is a horror film that we all will see sooner if we go on with our careless ways. Sneha says that we all will see sooner if we go on this, or if we go on with our careless ways. अगर इसी तरीके से हम careless होते रहे तो it will be horror. बहुत ज्यादा एक हॉरर फिल्म की तरह हो जाएगा, समा बहुत डरावना हो जाएगा. Number 5th student said, Madam, I read that even mobile phones are playing a role in the extinction of the colonies of bees. So, a mobile phone may also lead a food shortage. One of the students asked Miss Neha कि उसने पढ़ा है कि मोबाइल फोन्स भी बीस की कॉलोनीज को एक्सटिंक्ट करने के लिए एक रोल प्ले कर रही है. वो भी मोबाइल जो है बीस को यहां से भगाने का काम कर रही है, मारने का काम कर रही है. तो क्या मोबाइल फोन के कारण भी फूड शॉर्टेज हो सकता है? तो स्नेहा रिप्लाई, yes my dear, now you are integrating your knowledge to understand the problem. Sneha appreciated the boy that he integrated his knowledge and began to understand the problem. Radiation from mobiles and other gadgets is found to be responsible for the extinction of bees colonies. Okay, this is very important line, that the mobile radiations and other gadgets is found to be responsible for the extinction of bees colony. So, do you understand that there is an adverse effect on crop production because of our actions? The sixth student replied, Madam, we promise we will not harm the insects and animals. We realize that they are very much a part of our environment and we depend on them. So the boy promised on behalf of the class that they would not harm the insect and animals in future. Now they realized how the matter is serious and what is the importance of insects and other creatures to their life. Sneha says, keep your life simple and do not disturb the ecosystem. Live in harmony with nature. So Ms. Sneha explained her students that we all must live a simple life. We should not disturb the ecosystem because if the ecosystem will be disturbed, the human life will be in danger. As you can see nowadays, what is happening. Ecosystem has been disturbed by someone. Okay, I'm not going to release the name of any country here. I'm not going to reveal or I'm not going to tell name of any country here. But as you have heard in the news that someone has disturbed the ecosystem and we, the people, are suffering. We, the people, are facing the pandemic. We, the people, are facing corona. It is due to disturbance of ecosystem. नेचर के साथ छेड़छाड़ जरूर हुआ है, तभी जाकर के नेचर ने हम पे ऐसा अटैक किया. So we all must live with harmony. We must all live in harmony with nature. इंसान को अपने आप को इस धरती का मालिक नहीं समझना चाहिए. People are not the owner of this earth or of the nature. They are only a rented person. We are here on rent. और अगर इस धरती पर रह रहे हैं तो समझो, अपने आप को समझो कि हम रेंट में रह रहे हैं. Because this earth will be here only. Okay, man may come and then man may go. लोग आएंगे और लोग जाएंगे. Okay, but this earth will be here always. हमेशा से अर्थ यहाँ पे है और यहीं रहेगा. लोग आते रहेंगे, जाते रहेंगे. Okay, so here Miss Neha was quite right when she tried to make children realize the importance of environmental conservation. As human beings, we have abused the environment to such an extent, and now very careless action, every careless action is equivalent to digging our own grave inch by inch. So Ms. Sneha has explained her students here. Sneha made them realize, Sneha aware her students regarding the importance of environmental conservation. Further, all living beings are bound by the strings of nature. We read the theory of interdependence, but still, human beings are destroying their own support system, that is, plant and animal life. So, it will be better for human being कि जितनी जल्दी वो समझ जाए कि that animal and plant, these both, and other insects also, these all are having same and equal importance as human are having on this earth. But sometimes what happens, man or human being think himself or themselves a superior. I told you ना कि हम जो इंसान यहाँ पे हैं, हम सिर्फ और सिर्फ यहाँ पे रेंट पे हैं, इस धरती पे हम रेंट पे हैं। बोलते हैं ये मेरा घर, ये मेरी जमीन। नो, नथिंग, नथिंग विल गो विथ अस। They have not brought anything, and we will not take anything from this earth. So human activities are responsible for pollution, poaching, habitat, destruction, and extinction of a species of insects. We need to educate all and take important and stringent measure to prevent their extinction. So, my dear students, that much I would like to tell you. Okay, I hope you have understood and you too will work for environmental conservation. Thank you very much.